Hello everyone, and this is the last video of 2024, so I just want to say a big thank you to all those who have subscribed, watched the videos, liked, put a comment on, and I can't say thank you enough. So I'm going to finish off here with one more video. This is the 28th day, so it's the Saturday. You probably see this on the Monday, and it's a right turn. And there's several ways you can fail on this right turn. It's on a Norris Green test route. Some people call it the Bulldog turn because there's a pub called the Bulldog. But yeah, there's several ways you can mess this up. It is notorious. So I'm going to show you how to do it correctly, but I will explain the reasons that how you might fail. Hopefully you won't. If you just do it the way I show you to do it, you'll be fine. But I will explain. Because especially if you're into rules and regulations, you're not sure about your signs. Like there's a couple of entry signs. There's a what's the name on the floor, a arrow pointing right, which can throw you off. You need to get in that. That's one of the reasons why some of them fail, because they stay in the other lane. And there's a bollard, and you'll see the bollard. Sometimes the arrow's on pointing this way. Normally with a bollard you go round it, but on this one you go on the inside of it. Anyway, I'm going to take you up there and I'll go through it with you when I get there, okay? So here we go. And as I say, thank you again for subscribing, watching the videos, putting comments on and likes, and hopefully in 2025 I'll have more time to do more videos, but I need to get a new camera. The camera's getting a bit old. I'm going to keep me on because it keeps falling off. You get stuff like that, don't panic. Stay calm. Check, that's still solid. Yeah, always keep your eye on the road there. I'm trying to make sure the camera doesn't fall off. I've been doing this a long time. But you can't switch off for a second, no matter how long you've been driving. The road keeps changing. And sometimes it can change really fast. I'm going to go left here, I'm going to indicate left. Yeah, there's also, when you turn into this road, there's a 20 sign. Now you're going to see a 20 sign coming up here. Now this is, when it's in black like this is advisory. So when the lights are on, that's when you want to be thinking about doing 20, but it's an advisory sign, okay? So when you're on your test, you might get a sat nav, or they'll give an instruction, like they'll say to you, when you get to this bit, take the next road on the right. Now you can see the no entry sign. There's where you can first fail by people have gone in there. Okay, mirror, indicate right. Make sure you get in with the arrow, right? Make sure you don't go to the very end where the arrow is. Just stop by here, this bit here, because otherwise you'll end up going round that way, which is another fail. And the other one is the right arrow is, you've got to get back to the left, okay? There's another fail, you could go in there without indicating. I had one lad who went in there, then came back, and all of a sudden your head's all over the place, and then you hit with a 20 sign. So there's quite a few ways there that you can fail on your test. That is called the Bulldog turn, and it's pretty notorious. And if you notice, a little boy, there's a sign down here, a little boy called Bobby. Now it's quite a while ago now, it's probably about 5 or 6 years ago. And his little his t-shirt on this tree down here. So remember the 20 sign as well. So it is a challenge, but if you do it just the way I did it, just remember that when you get into that right, make sure you get back to the left, don't go back round to the right. If you do, that means you're doing a U-turn. I mean, if you do the signal correctly, and there's not much you can do because you've done it correctly, but they will say, yo, you've gone the wrong way. Anyway, so I'm going to cut off here now. I'm going to wish you all Happy New Year. They go down here as well, have an alley, but they come from that way. I'll find somewhere to park up. I think today's people who learn to drive, when I was learning to drive, there's too many cars. It was never this. I remember years ago there was probably 2 cars in the street that I lived in. I couldn't afford them. Now there's 2 cars to every house, and that's the reason why people are struggling. The pass rate is so low because there's just too much information out there because it's so busy. Anyway, I hope that helped you, because that is a notorious right here. I mean, whatever test centre that if you're watching this, whatever test centre that you're going to, you will get at something similar to that, where if you notice they give you no entry signs, which can throw your head in a spin. Then there's a right arrow, and then there's a bollard. Luckily today the arrow was pointing to tell you which way to go, but even now I've had people fail there by going round the bollard. So you got to make sure that you stay on the inside. Then you got to be careful about the arrow that's pointing to the right, because when you're turning right, you know, you're going to right. Basically, if you're turning right, then you got to go straight down that road. If you follow the arrow round to the right, you got to make sure you indicate right to go back around, because that can be dangerous. But make sure if it's clear, get back to the left, and then you've got your 20 sign. So that's just another little tip. That'll be very helpful for people who are taking the test and not as career. But wherever you are, wherever you're learning to drive, you probably will get something similar. Definitely no entry signs, bollards with marking with an arrow pointing which way to go. And the arrows on the floor, which can confuse people as well. Anyway, I want to just say another big thank you for all your support, and I shall see you all in 2025. And it's bye from me, and I'll see you in the next video.